Big shout out to Mazio Geopolitical. I salute you, my dear. Master Simon Iba. Life is sweet when you're patient. The greatest shout out goes to the media team, great talents. They will. Your fake news about Simon Ekpa is not bringing him down. Jenga, when I called the embassy of Finland here in Canada, I felt stupid. I felt stupid. I felt stupid. Your fake news about Simon Ekpa is not bringing him down. Jenga, when I called the embassy of Finland here in Canada, I felt stupid. I felt stupid. I felt stupid. Your fake news about Simon Ekpa is not bringing him down. Jenga, when I called the embassy of Finland here in Canada, I felt stupid. I felt stupid. I felt stupid. Your fake news about because we are not relenting. If you do not let us go, Nigeria will be worse than Somalia. I made it very clear. I don't believe in stupidity, prophetic pronouncement. Very clean and clear. Is the zoo not a failure today? Is Somalia not better than the zoo today? As I told them, give me Biafra or else Somalia will be better than the zoo. Nigeria. Is Somalia not peaceful, more peaceful today than Nigeria? In Somalia, are they paying bandits so they can sleep at night? Well, is the zoo existing now? Of course not. What you're seeing now is just a free party. The real dish is coming because we are not relenting. If you do not let us go, Nigeria will be worse than Somalia. I made it very clear. I don't believe in stupidity, prophetic pronouncement. Very clean and clear.
Of the federal state governments. They can't continue to have security votes, sit down, come to Abuja every month and go back home and obey Simon Ekpa. And then they themselves don't go to work. They tell their families not to go to work. And they move around, like you said, burning what has been the rule so far of the federal state governments. They can't continue to have security votes, sit down, come to Abuja every month and go back home and obey Simon Ekpa. And then they themselves don't go to work. They tell their families not to go to work. And they move around, like you said, burning police stations from one police station to the other. This must stop. Nigeria is not a banana republic. It's not something we can gloss over. We must bring it to an end.
Solution. Serious solution, not group of hoodlums. These are group of cabals. Or may I call it group that are obedient to Sam Ekpa. They have their heads in every state in the southeast, and unfortunately, they live in the bushes there. So I want to submit here, please. The matter should be taken more serious than is being presented in this salon chamber. Just deferred the solution of the state governors. Let the federal government intervene. I so submit.
You may not know the day that Simon Ekpa has given instruction that nobody should go out. That's why we are spending time to discuss this issue. It's a very serious issue. But the primary purpose of government is to protect the lives and also cater for the welfare of citizens. In the Southeast, if this situation is allowed to linger, the welfare of the and their lives are not safe. One of my senators from my community in Akwa Ibom sent his chief of staff to go to Anambra State. He did not know that that was the sit-at-home day. The chief of staff was killed, and about 4 people in his convoy murdered. So it is not something that is affecting only the Southeast. It's affecting the whole Nigeria. Because people go for marriages, they go for functions, and even transporters and commuters who pass through the Southeast are also in danger, because you may not know the day that Simon Ekpa has given instruction that nobody should go out. That's why we are spending time to discuss this issue. It's a very serious issue. The economy of the Southeast used to benefit the economy of the South-South, and vice versa, and the entire Nigeria. People used to travel all the way from Lagos to buy things in Onitsha, and to also buy things in Aba, but those things are being disrupted. So it's almost becoming a national menace. That's why the Senate is wasting time to discuss it. We want to find solutions. As the Senate President, the first question I asked, which I asked the Civil Senator Ojus Okalo, what has been the rule so far of the federal state governments? They can't continue to have security votes, sit down, come to Abuja every month and go back home and obey Simon Ekpa. And then they themselves don't go to work. They tell their families not to go to work. And they move around, like you said, burning police stations from one police station to the other. This must stop. Nigeria is not a banana republic. I want us to provide solutions in this motion, practical solutions. And then our committee on legislative compliance will also go ahead after we have communicated our resolutions here to find out the compliance, to find out what the security agencies are doing. The communities must be brought in. The local government must come in. The state government must also come in. And you must also stakeholder summits on security in the entirety of the Southeast region, and invite even those of us who are also affected to be there. It's not something we can gloss over. We must bring it to an end.
Solution. Serious solution, not group of hoodlums.
Life is a process, no matter how you go about it. Mercy Okechukwunkere, International Finance Minister, is humbly campaigning for global Biafran financial support for the purpose of Finland Convention, Biafran Defense Forces, and declaration-related activities. I appreciate all Biafrans who have supported our liberation movement. I also urge everyone to massively support modern era, especially in these critical times. Let's come together and support Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpa, who is currently working tirelessly to hand over our freedom to us this year 2024. Freedom is coming. Yo, 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 yo. Mercy Okechukwunkere. Salute every Biafran, especially. Yeah. Okechukwukama. Okechukwu no. Oge Chukukama, Oge Chukukanya Yono, Oge Chukukama, Oge Chukukanya Yona, yes, Oge Chukukama. There is no magic to progress and success in life. Life gives back what you give to it. It takes the man who believes in himself to create worlds. So keep working hard and never lose hope in what you believe in. Ayakata. Life is
A minute silence to the fallen heroes of Biafra, and the time starts now. We mourn our heroes past, and we celebrate our heroes fighting on and those that have passed on. As we continue to fight to declare Biafra and defend it and keep it. He say the BDF anthem, please.
All hail Biafra, land of the rising sun. We love and cherish. We have vanquished our enemies. God bless Biafra. In Him we trust. God bless Biafra. We have emerged triumphant from all our foes through the crucible. Unscathed, we passed victorious, our trumpets pealing, the glorious song. Play it, sing it, all hail Biafra. Oh, hail Biafra, we shall always all that perished in the struggle for our freedom. All hail our heroes, our precious known.
Man, Sonny, are you saying anything at all? Everywhere is quiet. I'm not hearing anything. Ah, okay. I'm just saying I think I get network problem because I don't hear any sound.
Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wonderful people of Biafra and lovers of freedom. Good evening, friends of Biafra. Good evening, sympathizers of Biafra and those that long to see Biafrans alive. And good evening to those that want to come and die in Biafra land. Which we will continue to cut your tails, cut your wings, cut your legs, cut your heads off and dismember you into pieces as far as self-defense, self-determination, and self-preservation is concerned, because it is our inalienable right and remain unprovoked while you come into Biafra land to dismember our babies, women, children, and men. Cries and everywhere yearns because they hear the name Simon Ekpa. Everywhere cries and everywhere mourns because they hear and know that 2nd December is fast approaching. We will fire because the tempo must be hotter than it has ever been. And after 2nd December, you will understand what it means to have delegitimized Nigerian terrorists in Biafra land. I salute all Biafrans and lovers of freedom. I have not come here to sugarcoat matters to you. I'm not the Minister of Information that jumps into media here and then and massage your thighs and your ribs so that it will suit you. No, I give you what is best for the United States of Biafra, not what will make you merry, not what will make you to sleep well. It is what will make Biafra to come. So we gather here today to keep the fire burning and to activate every cylinders that have been off the rail. I starting from number 1 to the last. You're all wonderful. I salute all my ministers of the gospel in the media, whichever way you serve. Keep the fire burning and do not allow anything to derail your focus. I salute the entire cabinet of the Biafran government because there is a team working to make things happen with the Honorable Prime Minister, the Obato, the Itiare Kondo, the Agbaraburu, the Obato, the Agune Chemba of Biafra land. the stone that the builders rejected, the Nwakoda, which no other person's name, has been bidded for over 5.5 million naira. But Nwakoda was bidded for 5.5 million naira, naira. I salute all Biafrans who are standing their ground. I salute our angels on comprising of the Biafra Liberation Army, the resistance fighters, the Dragon Marine, the Navy, the Air Force, and every arms of government secured and protected. I salute you. Without your funds, without your money, we wouldn't be able to procure everything that we need. Your funds is making the lobbies department to do their work very well. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs of the Biafran government is doing well. All kudos to what you're bringing to the table. Finance is of great essence. That is why I played the audio to bring in every quota that they have financially, because it's not just by talking. It is with ego, it is with okbogo, it is with oko, it is with that money, it is with that ejema that we use to complete and translate everything we say into actions. Buoyant and up to date in this Biafra liberation. You are the one that is making things to happen. Not Biafra yet. We are still on it. And so I applaud you, and as I applaud you, look around you and call some other person. Make the Biafra liberation and the donation to become contagious. Let the virus in you of Biafra affect another person around you. Let the person be contract. How do I also partake in what you're doing so that I will also gain the blessings that you have gained? There you have the time to explain to the person very well. We need more money. Yes. It is not coming to the media to look for our prime minister. That is the case. It is not asking for money tonight, where is my prime minister? It is not asking that you are having IBP, or you are having BBP, or you are having 99P, or you are having waist pain, or you are having eye pain. No, that is not. So is finance. The electoral process and the civil disobedience that we are using, they are all working and giving us everything we need. The self-defense which we are using, the harm, the result that we need. And you can all see the results speaking out. They say you don't need to be the one to tell people what you do. People happen by telling us how far the Prime Minister, the Biafran government is destroying the integrity, the image, and the existence of one Nigeria in Biafra land. Not just in Biafra land, we are destroying. And also, we thank God that first in history, we now see the Biafran Team Biafra, CF tournament ranking international. This has not happened before. What people could not do in 15 years, in 30 years, in 40 years, the Prime Minister made it happen in a week. In a week, a tournament was ongoing. CF Biafra partook in the tournament, and today you can see it's making the headlines. You must all speak and write about Biafra. If not, stomach pain go do you. Thunder go fire you for where you did. Pictures where Biafran jersey was used in the 76, 78, 79, 71, and thereabout, even after the genocidal war, to commensurate the existence of the Biafran people who were slaughtered during the genocidal war by the one Nigerian terrorists headed by Britain. And we saw those people line up in 12 and in 24s. We were not alive then, and we did not know what happened. But what did we do? Making the history read now in the system. And tomorrow and in years to come, people will also come back to sit down and read about what we have done in this time. So kudos to all of you that have made history in your own time. Kudos to all of you that are working side by side to see that this government actualize the history in your own time. Your names will be written in gold. This happened with money. That is why I will still refer you back to the music I played, where the finance minister was canvassing and calling on all Biafrans to reach out and to donate and to bring more money, because without money, we cannot achieve anything. I thank you all that have been making that happen. Please do more. Of December, the Biafra gate is open, and then we expect to see everyone in Finland. 11 days countdown begins today. So those that are very good in counting it for us, today is 11 days countdown. Please let it trend and let it go far and wide. We want to see every day going forward flyers from the 11th day being today. Going forward, tomorrow will be 10th day. Let us see flyers of the countdown like they counted the last time. Will be there to count it for us as we make the history happen. But be reminded that there are people that are optimistic and waiting so much to see that we restore this Biafra so that it will be beneficial to them. They can have job, they can have security, because they understand that with Biafra, there is hope for mankind. There is hope for mankind in Africa. In Biafra, Africa died and Africa is going to awake with Biafra. I salute all Biafrans. We've seen propagandas and blackmails and everything that has been concocted and turned upside down. And as you know, these Biafran governments don't jump into the media to say anything anyhow, because we've passed that stage of coming to speak the way it will suit you. No, we don't do that anymore. We do what suits the Biafran government, what will bring us Biafra. Most especially from the Nsama side. That is why I started by telling the media of Biafran government, I salute all of you, because a fire that burns in every thunder, you are standing your ground and you keep focus. You don't derail in any way. So I congratulate the media team again. I salute all of you for doing what you know how to do best. That means you understand the language of this government. You understand the mandate that the Prime Minister puts on the table. Even when the enemies are throwing their bombs left, right, center, you know where we are, because you know who your leader is. Yes. Our Prime Minister has been kidnapped. Our Prime Minister has not been kidnapped, oh please. Our Prime Minister is sound on good. Our Prime Minister is busy with national assignments. And when he is back, all of you will hear from him. So he is sound and healthy, and he is in very good condition. Now, you need to understand that it is not every assignment that you embark on that must be on social media. And you must carry phone left, right, center. Give you update. But it's not everywhere that it needs to go on national assignments that he has to be giving you updates every seconds and minutes. So you must understand that the Prime Minister is sound and okay. Our Prime Minister is not kidnapped, please. But it is the topic. This government to jubilate. Let them continue to jubilate. Let them have enough topic. Let them sing the song. Let them dance everywhere. Then when our president, because whenever he dances, he puts the enemy into trouble. They all go kaka. So I beg, disregard every nonsense rumor that is on national assignment. Now, every media personnel going forward, you have a mandate. Whatever they need to hear. Yes. Let them, like this topic that they have put now, let them continue to train with it. I'm here to make it known to all of you that nothing is wrong with my Prime Minister. The Prime Minister of the Biafran government is okay. He's on national assignment. Government, and that is why I'm speaking as the Information Minister of the Biafran government under the government of the people of Biafra. You have a mandate. Convention is ahead. Tomorrow it will be 10 days ahead, depending on your time zone. What we need from every Biafran is to do what? To make sure the awareness of the convention intensifies. We need more money. Yes, we need more money for the convention to acquire everything that we need. As we focus on the convention, we have our defense in the homeland to also fight. So everything boils down to money. Nothing will be done without money. So I am calling on all of you. I'm calling on all of you that the best in the media is the awareness for finance to come in.
That business must continue. And I greet you all. Raphael Chamaka Jere. Deputy Minister of Communications, Biafra Republic Government in exile. And there's one beautiful thing that this particular short absence of those of us that are in this government. Yes, we're going to prove our effectiveness, and how well we can manage our office. That Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpa have delivered has always been, top notch, perfect, beautiful, solid. So within this space, we have to prove that we actually fit the office. in the media, in the liaison offices, in our locations, in the open field. The harvest is plenty. It is said that laborers are few. So how about these few laborers? Now, the resources that we need to get this boat safely to the shores of Biafra. What are we going to do within this short space of time to ensure that, in fact, we prove our prime, we are in sync with everything he has taught us and how far he is leading us. Believe you me, I faces within the next hours that he might take in absence. I'm going to prove to him that yes, I am not Vam 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 for nothing. I am Vam 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 with swag. And I am going to give water where water is needed. I am going to give doza, anything I need to give, blow to blow, iron to in this particular, seasoned Umochineke that is meant to restore Biafra. I'm telling you, look, just like our Prime Minister said, that we are not going to look for another one to restore Biafra. This is the set of Biafrans, the set of people that will restore the kingdom of heaven. We are the ones. So it is time to prove it. And you know that it is not by they're doing everything. You maybe during the fundraising, you normally come and you give your 20 euro, 50 euro. Now you are going to say, Prime Minister, tempo is increased. So to make sure that the momentum is high, I had to give 500 a Gemma. I used to give 200, but I had to give 500 while I did not see you. Just to make sure that when you come back, you will hear that Botozo and the men on ground have done another water. In fact, the videos that will be waiting for you to come and display the water that is giving them sleepless nights. The updates, their data will ruin their data with updates. Thank you very much. My minister is back. Let me hand over to him. Welcome back, sir.
Yes, you've said it all, and in that same spirit, we encourage all Biafrans to key in like that. So, like I said before, the network had to. We need money than any other thing, in line with what my minister just said now. Yes. And also, do not forget that the IO, I got a confirmation message from a Biafran who made a $10,000 investment in the IOU. These are good feedbacks that you should be hearing, because you invest with 10,000 when the loan is due for repayment or for you to get back, you're getting 100%. So if you invest with 10,000, 20,000 altogether at the end of the day. If you invest with 50,000, you're getting back 100,000 together. You're getting back 200,000 back at the end of the day. So the special IOU loan is a scheme that is made to enrich Biafrans as Biafra is restored. We are looking at a visionary government where you will become something from nothing. Yes. We're not looking at a system where we will come to lick you dry. They have not created jobs for the people. They have not given them enabling environment. They have not come up with any incentive that can be able to make the and start giving back to the society. You first, or create enabling environment to you to be able to make something out there by giving back to the society wholeheartedly without any remorse. But you can't find that in the zoological republic of the animal kingdom. But this is obtainable in the Western world. This is obtainable in Europe. This is obtainable in America. This is obtainable in UK. You have child support. A child will start getting support or payment from the government from the day money start accumulating to you in the bank before you now get old like us here now that we start having gray hairs. The money is enough for you to use to start something with what your parents have been able to do for you. So you're putting them all together, you have a life to establish. But in one Nigerian system, it is hard to destroy the dreams and aspirations and anything that you have. So Biafran government is coming up with we wouldn't need to be begging anyone when we have the recognition that we need in some of the countries and places we want. That time we will be using what we have as resources in Biafra land to acquire what we want without even coming to ask you. By that time, you will even be gaining and getting from the Biafran government as what. And we are calling on all Biafrans to embrace it wholeheartedly and come with everything that they have. We also have the Biafra Freedom Raffle Draw. We The raffle is still open. Go and play. You play with just $20 going for upward. You can play more than 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Depends on what you want. Go and play and sow the seed for the Biafra Convention. Everything boils down to finance. Without finance, the Prime Minister will not. Our Biafra resistance fighters who have given it woto to the terrorists, the Ebubagu and the AVG vigilante terrorists that have the Senate President of Nigeria asking a question: what has been the role of the various state governors and government of the state of the Eastern region? You have the answer from Ebubago. You have the answer from the terrorist vigilantes that were set up. You have the answers from Anyandibo terrorist group that was also set up. All these security groups that they set up and they recruit the ones that loves money amongst us that wants to become Nzama. They put them all together, they set them up, and then they bring them, pointing hands to the houses and doors of Biafrans. IPOB, I have committed a crime for being an IPOB, and I must be massacred. I must be slaughtered. So these terrorists have slaughtered our women and children and babies. In 2022, all of you saw what Soludo did in our lands. He brought these terrorists, slaughtered uncountable numbers of Biafrans, and then they were clapping for us in 2022, about August or July, thereabout. They were filming the lifeless bodies of Biafrans. They put tire on the head of innocent Biafrans and then they burned them alive. You have seen the brutality in high state So if you say you have not seen, that means you are deaf and dumb. We did not create their presence in Biafra land. They had existed before we came to be. Just like this checkpoint that existed even before I was born, even before my prime minister was born, even before many of you were born. But you cannot allow this to eradicate terrorism. Peace is where there is no presence of terrorists. Peace is where there is no presence of all these people that wear children. For us to have peace, we must take these terrorists out. We must delegitimize the existence of the terrorists in Biafra land. So we are actually bringing body here, trying to make sure there is peace. If we stop what we are doing, our babies, our women, and children will all be slaughtered one by one. And we are not going to stop because we have not restored Biafra yet. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has not been released yet, but we have been able to make something very, very clear. Since Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, was kidnapped, a very sounding warning to one Nigeria, and they took him on serious. That the kidnap of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be made useless, one, and will be ready to hear more propaganda and more blackmail and more fake news that will be coming. Many of us are already that you don't want to hear, and the ones you want to hear, but be ready because our convention is there. Nobody should be distracted. We keep focus on the ball. The enemies of Biafra have all fallen on the way, and they will continue to fall because that is the way Chukwu Kikabiama has pre-designed them to be. I salute all of you. I salute all those joining us. The floor will be open for you to ask questions. Your question is not on where is my PM. I've already told you my PM is safe and sound. It's on national assignment. So you can ask questions bordering on finance, bordering on how to get down to Finland Convention, how you can contribute to support. If you're not going to the convention, you can support financially. You can throw in what you have. You can do what you can to see that the convention becomes a reality. Because a lot of delegates internationally will be there. We want to surprise the world. You will be shocked of the calibers of people that you will see at the convention. Yes, because people are seated down in front of their TV and computer and phones. They are talking anyhow, but they don't understand what we are doing. This is how they were laughing. When we also said we are starting the legitimization of one Nigerian terrorist presence in Biafra land, this is how they were laughing. And when we started the countdown, when MNK was kidnapped to the election, after he gave to Mazi David, our honorable, and then we listened to few concerns from Biafrans, as we call it a day. They were my minister.
They And just like my minister said, that they kept laughing. And while they laugh, they eventually see results of what they are laughing at. And then, knowing fully well that they cannot do anything about it, they go with envy and they start to attack. And then while they're attacking it, they're attacking the success we make. There will be open doors for another success story. So it is success story all the way. There where they never imagined anybody would get to. Just like I told Biafrans this morning, they were only in an awareness thought of having a genuine, movement to restore Biafra. For them, it was all an awareness. And this awareness, our Prime Minister came and saw it. Remember, he told our leader, Mazin Namdekano, that if there is nothing on this table, I will bring something. Eventually, he came and he saw that on that table there was nothing. Because if there was something on that table, Mazin Namdekano will not be crying and saying, I need men, I need men, I need men. That were to be looked for were busy, chasing rats, when the fire was burning the house. He decided to man the. We don't need to talk too much because you are all aware of all these things and you are a witness to it. So you're all welcome to tonight's space. I give the mic to my beloved brother, David Nana, who eventually, after he finished talking, oh, you're welcome.
Thank you so much, my Deputy Minister of Telecommunications. Deputy Minister, thank you for being here. My Minister of Information, the best Minister of Information this government can have. Mazi Sonny will be described as consistency personified. You have been there from the very first go, from the very first time, and your consistency have been able to demonstrate how resilient you are in relation to this freedom that the Biafran people are yearning for. I want to appreciate you, not because there is something that is uncommon or that is something has happened, but for the fact that Biafrans love their Prime Minister, and the Prime Minister serve as an engine room for the day-to-day activities of Minister. And it's very important that we understand that this time there is a difference between a government and a group. Immediately, Biafrans were showing concern, even including non-Biafrans as well, because without the Prime Minister, those bloggers don't have any topic to be able to speak on the social media. And every one of them was like, everywhere was silent because they wanted to have topic to speak on their, on their channels, on their platforms, so that they can make $1 or $2 for themselves. And fortunately, Biafrans waited patiently, and to demonstrate how our government works, the COS just came out and released, a memo to tell Biafran that the Prime Minister is okay. And you are here, the Minister of Information, doing what you know how to do best, setting up this space as well in order to is well that our Prime Minister is on Biafra national assignment. And one thing happened. You see, while the Prime Minister have been away for from hours, the Nigerian government are afraid because they don't know actually what is happening at this particular time. And you can see they are also mute. Their newspapers do not have any news to carry because they actually know that Simon Ekpa is away because he's cooking something big and they are expecting that something. Hear from you, our Minister of Telecommunications, and to know that our Prime Minister is well. I want to appreciate everyone. I want to, make this question to our Minister of Telecommunication. Sir, please, what do you think is the significance of these few hours? General, from the general public, and as well, do you think that without the Prime Minister, these bloggers don't have anything to offer to the Nigerian state in order to make money for themselves? While you are pondering over this question, I want to add that Biafrans all over the world love what the government is doing. Biafrans all over the world appreciate the good and enormous work which you guys at the government are doing. And we want you to continue. We want the world to understand that the Prime Minister of the Biafran Republic media today, Biafrans were so eager to hear from him. Biafrans were so eager to at least irrespective of wherever he is, but unfortunately we couldn't get that. But we are still getting the message from him, from the government officials who are here. And that is what demonstrates that Biafrans all over the world are appreciative of what the Prime Minister is doing in regards to our freedom. And 2nd of December is very much close and very much going to celebrate in a very special way. So I want to appreciate you, my Minister of Information and the Deputy.
Question. Hold on first. Let us answer the first one before we forget. And that first one, we are going to answer it with a rendition. This rendition will give us the pathway to the answer to that question. Everyone should listen up.
Let's make it our norm. No matter the challenge, we couldn't push through.
Thank you so much. Biafra freedom is our dream true, and no matter the challenge, we go push through. Aha! They gossip, they go they cry. Left, right, center, they go to discuss. Simon Ekpa will be making the difference. So, since the emergence of Biafra again after the genocidal war, you've seen how our Owazirike ended up because they used his most trusted men on ground to weaken him. They paid them off till they brought the last man standing into him inside detention, and those that did it were bragging. And then they kidnap him now. First, they tried to kill him before, and then God wicks his life away and still made him Anna's very, very convincing of a Biafra restoration like this. So the Nigerian war media and their likes, they will be happy when they don't hear from him and when they don't see him. One, thinking that the doom, they see that without Simon Ekpa, one Nigeria would have crushed all Biafrans, and they would have even taken Biafra and taken the lives of all the Nigerian people. Yet, as they are making Biafra, go take refuge. Because this Nigeria, every day, everything they go worse too. So let's see now. Let us be skeptical. If Simon restore the Biafra, we'll go see. If he not restore, we'll go see where our life. Then maybe we'll go activate Japa syndrome. If not to Japa go Cameroon or Japa go Kavanjan or Japa go Sierra Leone, if we go walk, they go see. As it stands now, there is confusion in the enemy's camp. Just like when Mazenam Dekano will be coming live, and then after then, he will be off for like a week. And the day he will announce he's coming live, some of them will be listening from their wardrobe and from toilet. They will be shivering because they don't know the kind of fire that he is coming out with. They are confused as we speak now. So the message to them is that they should go and buckle up because the fire that the prime minister is coming up with, Eco Pentecost, Ike will be double. That is why I tell you guys, he's on national assignment. He's going for fortification. By the time he comes back, we are ahead of December. We have to go and refortify and come back in full force so that we go balance well. Because when you heard of our PM tell you that there will be Odeshi will be activated in Finland Convention. Yes, we have to work on it. So when you people don't see my prime minister, I don't be coming to ask too many questions. We have to do many things so that things will be in order, everything will set. So that by the time you come there, you will just be working in like a. So the zoo journalists will be thinking that, oh, maybe their salaries will not be coming anymore. No, they should prepare and wait because my prime minister will give a press release very soon. We are here to keep the tempo burning. Thank you, Mazi. What's the other question you said they came up with in the program?
Yes, the other question, do you, from the first day that our prime minister took over the mantle of this restoration, do you have premonition restore God's kingdom on this planet Earth? Do you have that premonition? Then, thank you.
To your tent, O Israel, go and defend your motherland. When the likes of my grandfather lineage was about coming back, he was slaughtered in the Lagos Bridge when you heard of the General Achibong. Okay. Was able to stand ground and to still make things happen. I don't speak based on what I hear. I speak from the loins, the blood that flows in me from first-hand information. So, knowing and seeing the Prime Minister coming up after MNK was kidnapped, everyone could vary amongst all that have come up for Biafra before. No, no. And get to understand that there is this ingenuity in the Prime Minister. When something is genuine, you don't Nzama DOS to the strategies of the Prime Minister. You will understand. Okay, let us now say, let's compare. A man that can achieve anything he wants to achieve with able hands around him. But when you have rodents, you have ants, you have snakes that will swallow the entire office and swallow the entire chief of staff and swallow the biggest body to be able to make something out. That's why MNK was not able to make anything out. And some people will be looking at his 15 years of voyage to have been kind of unfruitful. No, it is because of the people that surrounds him. But look at the Prime Minister. When he entered in 2019, which they said COVID-19, he made a stand and said, I need just few years. And in the first year, you saw his stand. When MNK was kidnapped, the first thing was for us to keep the momentum of the ESN fundraising. They wanted to scrap it. Then people were laughing at us. We come on fundraising, we see few people, we continue. The most bad time was that time. Man, they just they scattered, they go this way, they go this way. But at that very point, we were still able to gather some people, convince them to see that fundraising still go on, to maintain and to keep the ESN, some of them that did not go wayward to enter the hands of the DOS, to be sold to the Nigerian government. When you told us that we should hand over these men to them, for them to be paying them on monthly basis, it is not a lie. It is truth. All the weapons we had in Abia State and Anambra, they handed them over to one Nigerian government. So he was confessing what they had done. There was nothing like that. But now, after then, the Prime Minister said Anambra election will not hold. We stood our ground to the end. We got into 2023 election of presidential. We stood our ground to the end. And every other strides that he has brought to the table and achieved. No one can doubt and say, oh, this their locks and be able to tell which dice will give them what they want when they cast it on the floor.
I have read some history, and you came from Aquacross. I have not come across an Aquacross man, even during the Eternal Leaders fight for our freedom, sabotaging the restoration or the freedom of his people. Something happened along the line that I don't want to mention name. To be part of what you are doing. What do you think derailed him? Because from your side of the Biafra land, it was never recorded in history that Saboteur has emerged from there. But in his own case, how did it happen? Did you call him? And what was his response? Thank you.
What was the name of the Secretary General of the Biafran Federation under our General Ojukwu? It was, is it Akpanotop? Okay, many of you may not know. He was the Secretary General of the Biafran government. So after his name, he has his name, and I have my own name. So when you're talking of personal decisions in life, you don't go with it based on what your brother is doing or what your sister is doing. We just started the Biafran self-referendum, and every man carries one vote. It is not the decision of my mother or my siblings and defended motherland, not even his stand can determine where I am going. Even as I listen to him and hear how convincing he preached and educated me about the Biafran cause. But I have to, at the end of the day, take my personal decision. This is what everybody should learn from the Prime Minister. Prime Minister did not, because of all the good life that he found in Finland, decided to be so comfortable in Finland. Our supreme leader did not, with everything he has achieved in life, or what he's doing, that is my cause. It is what I determined to do for the people of Biafra. And that is what the Prime Minister is doing. And that is what our Supreme Leader is doing. And that is what our eternal leader did. How many of you remember that our eternal leader had to make use of some of his father's resources to see that Biafra have a way? This was a sacrifice he had to do. If you have to get him on track. So this is a personal decision. Maybe the father will say, okay, what you are using now, it is what should have been your own share. I started thinking about how rich he should be, but what he was thinking of, I can't fold my arms and watch and see my people slaughtered. It is better we fight to the last man standing than to watch and see our babies and children and men slaughtered in the name of one Nigeria. So he had to do what he had to do. So it is a personal decision thing that we have to take. It is not what my brothers say. It is not what my sisters say. My brothers and sisters and my parents, they how you want to contribute, how you want to upheld the plight of the finance minister for us to get more money, for us to see the way forward to Finland. Yes. Ask more
Okay.
questions, bordering on things that will bring us money.
Okay.
I'm just a little finger. Don't ponder on me again. Let's ponder on the achievement of the government.
Okay. My question to we had meeting this evening, and some of the members were asking the convention, or we know the convention will start on the 29th and 30th is Saturday. Would there be any provision, because most of them are looking towards that? Do you know,
As
sir?
we speak now, the website is still open for every donations that will come to the Biafran government. Even on the day of the convention, we still accept fundraising. After the convention, we still accept the ways and manners you make your donations and send your money. Try to activate any of them and then push the money. The money will come over. But the public fundraising that we are working on, this money, but we may not have everybody available to participate in all the events as it goes now, looking at the time pace to the convention. But the people that will be available to moderate some things, but everything can go on because we need the money from left, right, center. The de facto government money. The Prime Minister may call the Finance Minister now and say we need $10,000 to offset bills in the lobbies department. We need 10. Okay, let me remind us something. When we were in Helsinki in 2023, the very night that we unveiled the Biafra Defense Forces, do you think that the Zoo terrorist army went to sleep? The Zoo terrorist army will not go to sleep. They will come and try their luck, if not that night or the next night. So we must be at alert. We must in order that we can make use of it anytime. So as we will be in Finland convention, our eyes will not be. So everything will be playing out because these are the times you will see the enemies of Biafra wants to try what they have not tried before because they will think that your attention is all focused in Finland. So everything still goes on until John Buffalo. You're not there? DJ Simon. DJ Simon, over to you. DJ Simon, over to you. You're not ready? We go to Stanley. Stanley, over to you. Is it that some of you don't remember the name you put on your profile again, that you forget your name when I call? Stanley, are you there? Okay,
Yeah.
over to you.
Thank you, Minister of Information. I just want to thank you people for the great job you people have been doing. It's not really easy to serve the public in every activities and updating us on how things have been going and posting and also trying to encourage the Biafrans, especially this period, you know, that there are so many attacks and so many tensions, you know. So I just want to, I don't really have a question because I know and I believe what you guys said. I'm only here to, you know, thank you people and say, may God continue to protect each and every one. Propaganda. This is the only thing they know they can say, and maybe they'll be able to dent our image or the image of our prime minister. We are not killing our people. We are only killing the armed men in Biafra land. And the reason
Please
is
put
that
it well.
there cannot
Put it well. We are not.
we're actually trying to make sure we eliminate every single terrorist and their enablers. Because some of these people we call our brothers being the Bubago to our land. Because this Bubago them and these vigilantes, being that they've already known one or two places in our land, Hamagana, Nabai. So now they are now like informants and enablers. And look for something else to do, instead of them coming around and working, enabling these terrorists. They are not there to favor us. They are not working for us. They are not there to protect our interests. They have contributed in the disappearance of young people. They have contributed in some of our people that are still locked up in various barracks in Nigeria, and some that have been taken to Abuja that have been there for years. This particular Ebubago and the vigilantes have contributed in a lot of evil and wickedness in our land. So I don't pity them in any way. So we don't kill innocent civilians. We don't kill our fellow Biafrans. We only kill those ones that we know that works with terrorists. Because if your brother, you don't have to consider him as a brother anymore. Because if you continue to accommodate him as your brother, he will sell you out and you'll be killed, which this vigilantes just because they work with the Nigeria terrorist army and police. They even intimidate people. If you have a misunderstanding with them, they will tag you and tag you ESN. You might be clean, you might not have anything or affiliation with ESN, but just because they know they cannot do any harm, tag you. This is common with this security apparatus and the embargo them that works with these military terrorists. That many people I know have disappeared because they have challenge with these people and they were tagged ESN. So anybody saying they are killing our people is all lies. If they kill anybody, if the BLA cannot wake up from their camp and walk into your home and kill somebody, it's not possible. They cannot stood manaka ga-adịrọ ọcha except misonandi na-esu imi na bai. So whoever going around telling you we are killing our people is just a propaganda to tarnish our image. And I'm still using this opportunity to tell you people, if any of your brothers or siblings or friend or whoever you know is among this Ebubago and all this vigilante that is working with Nigeria terrorist army and police, tell him to quit. Because why I'm saying is that we never start. So this crying that just happened this yesterday and today, it is just the beginning. I don't want a situation where be tomorrow again. There can never be two captains in the ship.
This time they do the clap. The clap is a warning of roundup.
Okay, so we have been there for since 2019 because of agitation. We need them to be released. Nigeria government is never going to release them. We need to restore the sovereignty of Biafra for them to be released. So it is in every part of the world. Some of them committed crime, but Nigeria is what to commit those crimes. we have so many reasons to restore Biafra. We cannot be in a country where terrorists are being celebrated.
Up because there are many hands up there. Okay. Not just those that their siblings are wearing the uniform of Ibobago. If your siblings are also wearing the, because we don't have ESN again. The ESN that we had when Mazinam Dikano was kidnapped metamorphosed into the Biafra Defense Forces. And so any other thing that is parading is or herself as ESN, you are working for one Nigeria and you are the enemy of this very government. So when we classify Ibubago and every terrorist wearing uniforms for one Nigeria, you are amongst them because you are not with the Biafra Defense Forces. So when one Nigeria come to engage the or that name, they are going to validate the existence of Biafra government. But we are the one that are legitimizing them. We are going to make sure we finish them and they will run out because it is a war of attrition. They will fight till there are no man standing for them to continue the fight, and then they will pack their load and leave. Buffalo, over to you.
Thank you for a wonderful and great job that you are doing with all the members of the cabinet. Before I proceed, I want to say that 387 people on this space, and I can see that 1,651 have. If that is the case, how would other people be able to, see what is going on here if we that are here that cannot share this very space? It makes no sense that you are here as part of us. That I really want to say that we have come to a time that everybody should realize that what is happening now is well anticipated for those who are well embraced with what freedom fighting entails, and is likely going to, get more intense. That we might even begin to see, a whole community or even a whole town sing a different song, but that will not stop what we are doing. It doesn't matter. Just like our leader, wherever you are, especially those in homeland, the propaganda that is going on right now, yes, they should continue. They are helping us to do the needful. Unknown to Biafra is a spiritual project, and No man can stop a spiritual project. No, you know, with all the external and internal forces that have been working against the freedom of the Biafran people, they would have stopped it before now. But as you can see, the more they try, the better it becomes. So we are all hopeful. Miracle on earth. I am praying to God Almighty that even as we proceed to Helsinki, Finland, for this very convention, that Elohim will take over and then do the mighty work, that at the end of it all, we will come back with great testimonies. In fact, that there's going to be new things that will propel people, you know, people that have been quiet, people that have not been supporting, to start supporting what we are doing, you know. Then finally, I want to say for or should I call them non-entities in Biafra land that have become a willing tools in the hands of the cities and towns in Biafra land, you know, enforcing kidnapping and disappearances and all manner of evil against our people. They could not see the terror that in our land. There is a video trending right now. One of the Igbes in Anambra State, in that axis, the way they took him, that he saw more than 200 Fulanis with AK-47 in that very bush. This idiot could not see those people to go and chase them. What they do is chasing our young men, innocent young. They said every day is for the thief, but a day is for the owner. Their time is coming. They should bear in mind that they will never win this battle. They will never be alive to see Biafra. They will never be alive to see Biafra. They should bear all these things in mind. So if you are out there, or maybe you are in this space, and then you still have a mind, maybe because of one naira, that these governors and the politicians will I yield here. Good evening to you all once again. God bless you.
Thank you, Mwachineke. We come to Mazen Yakachuku, over to you. Good number.
Thank you, Honorable Minister for Information and Communication, and his deputy, Honorable. Let me comment on these criminals that call themselves vigilantes. I want people to understand that these people are worse than the terrorists in uniform. And there's some other terrorists in uniform are even, there's guys joining them. All they do, they front those those that speaks Biafra dialects or language. They front them.
So when you think that they are with you, you are just making a mistake. You are living with your worst enemies. And they must be eradicated out of our lands. The crime they are committing now is enormous. Some of all these unfaithful wives who are friends with them, if they have any problem with their husbands, they will go attack their husband. These people are doing a lot of evil in our land. They are doing a lot of evil. They stop money. If you have issue with somebody, as long as they will go and fabricate lies against that person. They've attacked my brother. They've attacked him and shot at him. He was lucky. The bullets, I don't know how she dodged the bullet, and bullet. They see that you are doing well, or maybe somebody that is close to them have issue with them, point that they will come and kidnap the person. They'll come and rob you. They came to they stole all his goods, his money. They tried to move his car. Car couldn't start. So they dragged him. As they were dragging him along, they shot at him. And the bullet went and killed another man, his shop, his counter. They had, he said, cut. You know, so they have been doing a lot of evil, all these people. And some of them, these are what they are doing. So anybody, the one thing that is annoying me is that the people that rescued the other one, that they're saying he will not die, in that video, those morons, the land of Biafra will destroy them. Because if you don't know, if you are trying to protect those who are killing you because of what you are getting, killing your people because of what you are getting, you will not go scot-free. The evil, and again, all these terrorists in uniform, they no longer stay in their police station or barracks. They make use of hospital, other areas. They no longer stay in hotels. They no longer know better. So they no longer stay in their barracks. They no longer stay in their stations. So last time, sometime I asked him question, who is operating your Twitter? He said nobody. I didn't know how that man is multitasking all those things, doing all those things. Today I can't comprehend it. So he need to at least have rest, do some other works, background. So when we don't see him like this, we know that he's doing another work for us. About the enemy, about him, the bad news will go to them. They will never hear any because he's ordained. He has something to offer. Just that I never knew that what he has to offer is up to this level. But I did know that he has something to offer for Biafran people. Likewise, many of the people on this, many of his cabinet members. Our Minister of Information, the question I want to ask you, although it may not, don't feel that I'm taking you back, but I feel like Cameroon guy, this Opontu Cameroon guy, it was somehow close to you, but how you did not allow that idiot, that moron, to distract you from what you're doing is something that is really, really amazing. I did give you credit for that. And I don't want to mention his name, but he didn't know who I'm talking about. How you were able to, you didn't allow that moron that from Cameroon claiming to be from Upper Cross, how he did not allow you to distract you from what you're doing, and you remain consistent personified. He did. I give you kudos for that. And how did you do that? Thank you, sir.
And when MNK was here, not all those that were with MNK are still standing with MNK till today. And when MNK started in 2012, not all those that started with MNK still stand their ground on MNK's mandate till today. Kidnapped in 2021, not all those that started with him, that stood with him that time are still standing with him. And after the declaration, it is not all those that stand with us now that will still stand with us after, because after 2nd December declaration is going to be 100,000 Pro Max brutal. That has answered the question of how I have not been infected with any virus around me. We go to DJ Simon is not ready. Indian man, over to you. Indian man is not ready. It's like some of you don't sleep. Oh.
I am here. I am here. Good evening, everyone.
They will.
Um, I want to appreciate each and every one of you. You people are doing a great job. I'm not good at English. You.
No, the one you are speaking is okay. They just be mixing it with broken so that everybody can understand you.
Thank. The way I did it today because of, you know, I come out this morning. Come they check my Twitter. Our prime minister has not tweeted anything. So I was somehow restless, and I have a mother that I don't know whether I will say that her life is tied on this Biafra agitation of liberation of 18. Because if I happen to thank God for the clarification, I think I have written to so many people, but I didn't get any reply. So, but because the reply I'm getting now, I'm very, very happy. Ịma na ndị Igbo si na agbara aka aza anụ, onye ji ji a na-akọnye. Our prime minister, Ojiji, Ojere Konyeji. You know, say when you do in the spiritual world, you don't need to press phone. You don't need to, if you go there, you begin to tweet, they talk anyhow. And our Ghana big man, you know, supposed to day for online every. Let them go, they do the work when give them. I know say our guy is coming with the fire. Our dragon is coming with the fire. And I pray everybody go there happy. May God bless all of us in Jesus' name. Amen.
Thank you, Mazi. We come to BRO Vam Vam Vam. And I want everyone to also understand one thing, that the Prime Minister at times don't sleep. For someone to pilot affairs of the most stubborn people on earth like us. Yes, we did stubborn, and then we see the visionary, then we see get wisdom, we see get everything. Now we see get ambition pass. Now we see the fruitful pass, but we stubborn. No, you know, easy to control us, Biafran people. Yeah, our head strong. BRO Vam Vam Vam.
Good evening, everyone.
They will.
Good evening, Honorable personally thank you guys for all the job you've been doing. God will continue to bless you right from day one. Because I wasn't even paying attention. All of a sudden, someone else came up, and it was Mazi Simon Ekpa. We were still watching though, because we didn't really understand what was going on. Here we are today. I want to thank you all for everything. God will continue to bless you.
Thank you, Mazi. We come to Ozun Layer. Ozun Layer, over to you. Ozun Layer, over to you. Ozun Layer is not ready. Are you
Hello?
ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, over to you, Ozun Layer.
Yeah. Good evening, sir. I want to make a very clear declaration that we don't have option but to have this independence of Biafra. Honestly, Nigeria, as it is now, is a failed state, and there is no hope. The only hope we have is an independent state of Biafra. Honestly, everything is a mess. There is no hope. There is no hope. And things that have happened in this country can never happen anywhere, and people will just keep quiet and stay and lie low as if in fuel price and all those things. This is something that can bring people to the streets to demand.
Ozun Layer, we lost your sound. Maybe you're having network issues, or try to come back again. Isi Okute. Isi.
Thank every one of you coming here. So, what I have is an information I would love to pass to us. Their new plan they have in Grand. They are planning to release Mazen Nandekala before the second, just to make sure they stop us, because that is the only last option they have left. And their plan was to release him, and after a few days they will assassinate him and put. So these E-rats will be the one that will help them to make that become a problem in Biafra land. So what I want to,
Isi Okute.
yes,
Can I ask you a question?
I'm with you.
What were the demands from the Prime Minister if one Nigeria had to release Mazen Namdekan?
He said that he must come to Finland before he will believe that
So
he's free.
when they will stay in Finland and still kill him there and then put
No,
Prime
no,
Minister in.
no, no. Their plan is to release him freely. You know, They are not going to fulfill what the Prime Minister said.
And we said we don't want it that way. This is one thing I want all
Thank,
Biafrans to get. Yes.
thank,
Let me
thank you.
let me let me address
Okay,
it so that
okay then.
every Biafrans will get the message straight. Whichever way one Nigeria are trying to turn the dice, we understand the game. That is why the mandate from the office of the Prime Minister, which is in unison with the entirety of Biafran people, and the deliver him to us in the government house of Finland. We will check him and see that listen to him because he's not the Mazin Amdekanu that we want. The Mazin Amdekanu we want is when you bring him to the government house of Biafra in Finland. That is where you deliver him to us, health and hearty, after we have checked that he is okay the way we want him to be. Any other thing is so if they release him and keep him in Nigeria, it is still inside the detention. It's just like one Nigeria because you're within the same Nigerian contraption. Nothing differ. Your life is not secured. Your safety is nothing. There is nothing that could better your life as you're still there. Even if you want to do investments or to even bring up any kind of idea of any kind, the one Nigerian system will destroy what you're bringing up because there is no enabling environment. They will kill your dreams. So you give us MNK, we know where we say you should bring him to us, and we know the condition we say you should bring him to us. Then when we check that, confirm this is the MNK we said you should bring to us, Chikina, we have a deal. And at this very point, they should understand one thing. You give us Mazin Nnamdi Kanu now, does not stop us from declaring Biafra. You give us Mazin Nnamdi Kanu like they had done in 2015. Everybody went to your tent, oh Israel, who was pushing truck, went back again, who was selling akara, went back, who was selling moi moi, went back. Until when we saw Mazin Nnamdi Kanu suffix again in Israel, on Israel television, that was when everybody woke up again and said, oh, our leader is still alive. We started coming back. As you keep Mazin Nnamdi Kanu, there is another demon that is here to make sure your tent is on fire. So they can do whatever they want to do. The Biafran government has their mandate, and when they meet our mandate, we will listen to them. And nothing that they have on the table can stop or change our mind on 2nd December declaration. We are going forward, and everything is on the pipeline. We've passed the crossroad where we will stand and then be looking at who is talking. No, we don't pass the red line. So we don't look at who is talking. What we do now is we brutalize who is
and I greet all the lovers of freedom. I thank you people for the good work you are doing for us, Biafra. Today, no, every morning when I wake up, I always pray for our PM. The next thing I will go to check of his post. But this morning when I prayed finish and I went to check for the post, I did not see. I was like, what is happening? But to God be the glory. In the afternoon, to lecture us about what happened. I'm so happy, and I thank you people for the good work. That is how should be doing their job. This is what shows that you people, in short, kudos to you, to the ministers for standing firm and knowing what they have to do. Because whenever the prime minister is not around, people must be looking for him. His people must be always they kidnap him. Even since that day they kidnap him, those so-called followers till date, they have never said this is what he went to do at Kenya that they kidnap him. That is that question too. I would like my honorable ministers to ask those their DOS and those their people that they are deceiving, because those DOS people, they are deceiving many of Biafrans. Kenya that they kidnapped him, because up to today, many people did not know. I myself, I did not know, but all we heard that he went to Kenya and they kidnapped him in Kenya and brought him to Nigeria. Even when they brought him to Nigeria, nobody knew. Nobody know until they say they have kidnapped him. See what that is how. That is what shows that they are failed people, and they are still failing, and they are still confusing so many people, saying that they are DOS, they are IPOP oath, which the thing they took for oath that because at times when you took oath, still the oath did not kill them. They still remain and be doing the evil, deceiving so many people. Doing propaganda here and there. I just working with him. They should answer that question for us. That is all I have to say. Thank you for the good work you are doing for us.
Thank you.
Kudos to you people.
Thank you.
I hate my mind.
Thank you, Mwachineke. Many of you said you finished prayer, you came to check on our PM. You did not see him post, okay? Our PM also went into prayer house. And until when he in the Indian way, we will cook him in Biafra way, we will cook him in Sizu way. We will cook him in all the available ways so that when he comes out, you people will see him in a different form. So no one should panic. Our PM is not kidnapped. He is in Finland. He is going through purification ahead of our convention. That is a national assignment. National assignment can be in diverse ways. He is sound and good. He will speak very soon when he's done with his national. Over to you. Okay, Rich and Fury, you're looking for the mic. Okay.
You are the reason why most of Biafrans and all the ministers in the house as well, you people are the reason why many Biafrans are smiling this evening. Because just like our brother said, she uses our leader Mazen Amdekano example on what have happened. And I want to say this, or tell every Biafran people that Our Prime Minister always said that he's like a chameleon. He gives the propagandists opportunity to bring out their legs and also put their head before he will come out and end it. And I'm really happy that all the ministers, especially the Minister of Information, you are here this evening to let Biafrans all over the world to know that our Prime Minister Maz Simon Ekpa is there, healthy. Thank you for that. So I want to appreciate you all for everything you have done. So I want to use this opportunity to let them know that if you really understand the word law and what the government in exile can be able to do, and also if government in exile can restore a sovereignty state, you understand that Biafra have been restored. Because a lot of Biafran people are still like, when is Biafran government getting us Biafra? Just like Biafra Prime Minister wrote some days ago, that many are in Biafran land and still asking, when is Biafra coming? The day that every one of us had the 40 states that comprise Biafra, which is the United States of Biafra, Biafra have been restored, my people. We should be happy that what we have been looking for all these years have been done and dusted. And the evidence of Biafra as a republic is out there. We have what it takes today. We have voted. We have what is called national identity card. We have our passport. And Biafran government have more to unveil on December 2nd. Why I'm saying all this is that because I know very well that our Prime Minister is healthy and good. And that is why I'm using the opportunity that people have given me. So my ministers in the house, God bless you all for standing firmly to defend Biafra even when no one is there about it. I don't believe it that these people will ever did what they did to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Upon all this, why they have been there, they did nothing. And I'm so much happy that the Biafran government have come up to actually accomplish Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's dream, which is getting our freedom for us to be free. And the house, Biafran army, navy, air force, resistance fighter, they never expected all these things, and all these things have come and stay. We really appreciate you people for every single thing you have done for us, for always defending us, even though no one is there to defend us, for always speaking for us. And all people are doing, the world is actually hearing it and also doing something about it. I thank you, my ministers, Minister of Information, Pastor Van Van Van, all the ministers in the house. I am so much happy to be given this opportunity to speak.
And yeah, and greetings to you all great Biafrans all over the world. Greetings to you, my honorable Minister of Information and your deputy, to the great Biafrans that are present here today. Biafrans all over the world, I greet you from the Isuku Honorable Speaking side of Biafra, I bring you greetings with a heart of freedom. Special greetings to my leader, Mazio Nnamdi Kanu, as well as my Prime Minister. How far they have brought us from our slavery. We can't thank them enough. Thank you very much, sirs. And to the People's Army, the Biafran Liberation Army, the Biafran Defense Forces, resistance fighters, the Biafran Navy, Dragon Marine, Black Marine, police, and every armed group that is defending the children and the women of Biafra from this Islamic and jihadist tendency and agenda. Thank you very much. Information. Now, small thing they keep person. You understand that kind of thing. Small. This life not reach anything because yesterday was no, that was on Monday. That should be on Monday, right? And I told the anti-Claridine at the end of the program that I have not seen any because I went to Prime Minister X page over 100 times and there was no post. I was very worried and I could not sleep. So please, I want to appeal. I am very happy now that you have come up to dive our attention. You understand? We that are in Nigeria here, as much when these kind of things are coming up, please, maybe you people should let us know ahead of time. You get so that we no go just go kill ourselves away because of what is not real. You understand? So just a humble appeal. You get so all the same. No, this our prime minister. We love this. Just like some of us. I say the hope, the last hope for the common man is the last hope for the voiceless. You understand? Because we all our lives we have lived in pain here in Nigeria. We have been intimidated. We have been harassed. We have been terrorized. This broadcast now must be shared. Our prime minister is well and okay and is on a national assignment. You understand? So I'm very, very okay. You understand? So now at least this night I can sleep very well. Thank you very much for putting up this space. I don't want to take much time before I yield, as the custom is. Let me say, Mabi rero re Biafra, uti woma. Mabi rero re Biafra, uti woma. Mabi rero re Biafra, uti woma. Mate kwa magberu arochukwu, uti woma. O mabi rero re Biafra. Abomauti woma, matekwo magbe jirogenema, mabirero re Biafra, ojanu retire, mabirero re Biafra, uye mauretire, o mabirero re Biafra. Coming of Biafra, that it will be well. We are expecting the coming of Biafra, that the suffering will be over. That the killing will stop, that the hardship our God. That is the meaning of the song I just sang. Thank you very much for the great work. Thank you for giving me the mic as well. I am Brgie Fury, a proud Isoko and Robo speaking Biafran. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Urobo Wado. Thank you so much. We come to Boris. Boris J. Boris J. Are you there? Boris J. Banana Republic,
Yeah,
are you
I'm here.
there? Over to you, Banana Republic.
Okay, thank you, my Honorable Minister of Information. I really appreciate you guys for the good work you guys are doing. Honestly, I'm very proud to be a Biafran. I'm also proud to be part and parcel of this history that's about to be made. Honestly, I'm very proud of you guys. I want to encourage you guys to keep it up. This is how the government should look like. Honestly,
Going upward. Whatever you have, starting from $5. We're raising fund in this space. Somebody will be taking note. At the end of the day, we'll do the calculation. You see that we are able to even raise up to 3,000 if we are plenty here. $5, $5, $10, $20, $50 is big money. With the numbers that we will have, then remit that money. It will go a long way to convention support. Thank you to all of you. Boris.
Good evening, sir. Minister of Information, Sonia Barao. I agree. Yeah, I have a topic I want to, analyze to Biafrans today. I want to ask any, one Nigerianist that are listening to me right now. Are you has no solution? Are you not disturbed by the type of killings that is happening? The way they do things, how they are planning every possible means to Islamize Nigeria. Are you not disturbed as a Christian that one day you will be forced to accept Islam as they are doing in Bangladesh today? Are you not disturbed that one day you will? Why our people, taking some decision that will lead to their death? Why are you still struggling to find out the real truth about Nigeria? Why are you still pretending to, to stay with people that doesn't want you? I heard one minister, I think that the man is a Nigerian secret agency, I think, that serve Nigerian army. Islamized, and he said that he is somebody who practiced Islam, and his school I think I don't know about the the man said that if for someone to take that Nigeria cannot be Islamized is just, you are just playing. He said that no matter how you try to change things in Nigeria, it is a must that the country must be Islamized. And he said that some people have that very thinking that only solution to make Nigeria better is have been taken by arms, and because they couldn't be able to deliver as quick as possible, they are pushing it to the Senate and federal. And the man even said that both those people that the criminals and the terrorists Boko Haram named when he was in DSS, when he was working with the DSS, those people that their names as or let me say as their sponsors, most of them are in Asorok today. Most of them are in House of Assembly today. Most of them are. Why are you not disturbed by what Nigerian, those that serve Nigerians are telling you that it will liberation from Nigeria, because it is not possible. And he said that even if it is going to take these people 1,000 years, that it is a must that Nigeria must be Islamized. And one man asked him, how possible is that? And he said that before, Turkey wasn't, Turkey as a country it in the next 10 years, next 20 years, and it failed. They will continue trying it until they get it. And that's how they do it. In every nation they Islamize, this is how they do it. Islam is not a nation. Islam is a religion, and they turn it into a brutal stuff that they use to conquer nations. People need to learn. People need to learn how these people work. You stop pushing for one Nigeria. It will never work. It will never work, because the power that is controlling that Nigeria is happening, the stuff is happening in Middle East today. You people need to do research. Go and ask about Lebanese. Go and ask about the nations that are fighting terrible wars today, fighting terrorism today. Even they already have been captured. All of them have fled. Most of them, they are telling their stories outside their nations, because they thought that these people can be, can be some people that Nigerians. Ask yourself a question. Why are you not disturbed by what is happening in Nigeria? Why can't you go and read history about what these people are doing? They are doing it even currently in Bangladesh. Why can't you even consider yourself, consider your family, that one day you are going to be in a very terrible situation that you are going to cry? Why can't our people, have that mind that this thing can never work? Why can't these obedient people, those people that believe that Nigeria will work one day?
Boris,
Yes.
are you worried about the Nigeria?
I'm worried
No.
about
Don't be worried
when
about them. Don't be worried about them. Be worried worried about Biafra, okay? Because we have a solution to defense mechanism. So we are not worried about them. Let them continue to wallow in stupidity until when they sleep and then wake up with their heads all chopped off in the hands of the Fulani terrorists. So allow them to continue.
Okay.
The reason
Thank you
why
so much.
the reason
Thank
why
you
the
so much.
reason
I
why
also
the reason
okay.
why we had the coup of January 15, 1966 that coup to come to be because we wanted to avert the death and the genocide of the Nigerian people. It was not that we wanted to avert the death of the Biafran people. No. The endangered species were the Yorubas and the Middle Beltans. So these were the hardcore Nigerians because the northern people were not endangered. They were actually the people harboring the terrorists and they were enjoying everything. But those that were slaughtered on daily basis were the Yorubas and the Middle Beltans. But the gallant men of the educated of the Biafran extract had to take the lead of the coup so that they can save the lives of people. So that said you don't need to be worried about them again because our good Nine tried to kill us before, so our good no will kill us again this time. That's why we cannot abandon our houses first, leave in the far north or in the Yoruba land first or in the middle belt. We have to secure our own first. After then, we can even look for those that we can help. So for now, don't be worried about them because they are very comfortable with one Nigeria. Let's focus. All right, Smile. Smile Amuze, over to you.
Yes, good evening. Let me say good night. First of all, um, I thank your information minister and your deputy, and then all protocol observed to all the honorable members in the house. First of all, yes, it's important. There is a brother that reminded us of sharing, so that more. That have super interest in this project would know that one of the things that is just that is just how do I put it, still in areas that we are still feeling a bit of handicap, let me put it in that way, is because of lack of finance. And then every ideas and every strike highly needed. So I appeal for that also. I join the ministers and all the honorable members in the house to appeal to the Biafrans for us to do more, and then also to come up with ideas, with activities, and then something that can even make even lovers of freedom or even outsiders to also one way or the other come to our aid, our financial, thing is just sometimes when we are talking about like a minister, any other lifestyle, they don't know any other lifestyle except to be abused, both politically abused, and everything about that contraption is all about abusing the human right, keeping people in darkness. Because the reason why the difference between us and them, us to understand, first of all, our right. Moreover, in self-defense. In self-defense. We are not reading in the journey of lamentation. We are not reading the book of lamentation now. We are doing what? We are exercising our right. Moreover, on the self-defense. That is the reason why we need money to get those things. Someone that is attacking you with AK-47 or RPG, you need, according to the definition of self-defense, it says that you have to apply the same measure. So we need to use the same measure that they are using to attack us to defend ourselves. So that is the thing that I just want to use this opportunity to remind our people, because from 2nd of December, seeing armored tanks, they are coming with armored tanks, they are coming with jet fighter, they are coming by pulling down the fighter jet that they are using to bomb their Chihuahua and not us. So these are the things. And then again, Biafrans, we are doing good. But then they say that the good is not enough, because what? Great. Go to extra mile, extra level in any way each and every one of us can. Let's do that. And in fact, each and every time I talk about the media. You see, our His Excellency Prime Minister, ever since 2021, have become the best content creator. Because now people are lamenting just a day, just few days they didn't see him. Why? Because they don't know that is because by the time we will launch major medias, we have what it takes to be broadcasting and to be what the medias have achieved in this period of a time. No place that you will enter, you will not hear about Biafra. Why is it so? Because of the media, at least this social media. The algorithm of Biafra struggle in the social media is number one. and thanks all you the ministers and thank the media warriors. And then I said, my people, let's keep pushing on. At the end of the day, we are in Biafra. Finally, we are in Biafra. That is all I have to say. Thank you. I yield my mic.
Thank you, Smile. Please, let's limit our time when you pick the mic. Let's go with 2 minutes at least, because the time is fast spent and we need to round up. Lucky Star, over to you.
Thank you very much for your good work, sir. And great David and our Deputy Minister of Information.
Biafran Media. Thank you so much and keep up the good work. The Biafran Media loves you. The Biafran government loves you so much. Keep up your good work.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for the acknowledgement. I will continue to do my best. I have a lot to cook. We are just we are praying after this declaration. We will bring out other letters. So that's born for it, and all our talents will be well showcased. It's only in the zoo that even if you have heaven and earth, they will kill it. And the zoo, they are already destined for destruction, and we will help them to end it because they really destroy a lot of souls. And this is the end. Like what Emeke says, say the zoo is destroyed beyond repairs, and nobody can solve the problem of the zoo. Even the Akpabio, who is in the Senate, they just a mumu man. Akpabio is just opening his mouth there, and they deceived him to come and sell his people, but he's going to remain in exile and languish. Satan in Old River, who is now the minister of FCT, should also they remain in exile because they will not come out. That's my prayer. One day that he has not come out to speak to us. Honestly speaking, I have not been eating fine. I'm very sick. But it was when our chief of staff came out to write something. We had to calm down. But nevertheless, you know, when you are giving a baby raw egg, cooked egg every day, you are giving your child a cooked egg every day. Yeah, and that child becomes used to that. Crying that we are missing him, and we know he's fine. We are missing him, and a lot of, mostly especially, we are men. Even as I'm a man, you know, thinking about PM, I have not heard from him. What about the women? We are very soft. One of the women called me, say my BP don't rise, my BP don't rise. What did they? I say, calm down, something good is coming. So the same thing, we are not panicking, but the most dangerous thing so far in it is that our enemy are dying. They are dying because they have not gotten any information to use to make their daily bread for themselves. So what are we trying to say is that we will put in our best to see that we get everything, and even and get our freedom and get out of the nonsense shithole, because the zoo is a shithole. And one funny thing is that we have to start calling our Biafran people again in the name of Nigeria. I am talking from the homeland, and from Anioma State, and my mother from Robosoko. I do the best that I can do, and we'll continue to bring in our best. May God, Chuko Kikabiama, bless our PM, wherever he is now. The whole world will shake because the internet will shake this time. It will shake this time. And in fact, I can't wait to see our PM to talk to us. In fact, as I'm hearing our Minister of Information voice, I think my mind is calm a little. But once PM comes out, that is the okay mangu as it's going. You know when big masquerade they come out, everywhere they shake for community. So we love PM. May God bless PM and bless the rest cabinet members. Thank you very much. I love you, and we will do our best.
Thank you, Lucky Star. One Nigeria will not stop to take glory. They will always go for where there is glory so that they will carry glory. Divine.
Laughed at, abused, insulted, all sort of names called upon, yet they persisted. They keep on with their lobbyists. Today they have their sixth president and Donald Trump is about to recognize them. Even,
Divine, we can't hear you.
okay, I was muted.
Okay.
Congratulate them. US Embassy Mogadishu, congratulate them. This is to tell you that they are about to be recognized. Biafrans, they will laugh at us. Fine. Just as other freedom fighters were laughed at. They will call us names. We've gone past that. This is a joy to me because I can still remember about a year ago when I came across this Somaliland thing. I can still remember then. I saw how some people from a region called Aodal were abusing has done, and you guys have tried very much. This is to show that yes, this is a government. When the leader is not there, people are in a very in a state that they have to go with Comcom to beg for money. Unlike them, unorganized, quarrel here and there, making noises, turning PM to be the Biafra that they are fighting for. Man, these guys, they don't have anything to offer. Thank you guys. Thank you everybody. Ndewo.
Thank you, Divine. We go to Solo Chooks. Solo Chooks, over to you. Solo Chooks, your hand is up. Over to you.
I greet you all my people of great Biafrans. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Right answer.
Yeah, actually, many of you don't know me, but Smile Amuzie will know me. And because of the politicians in our place, that is why I hold my identity and I hide it very well. Let me explain. If you guys... who has been up and doing keeping this flag flying higher. What I want to tell us is this, is like an advice. People were laughing at us. How many of us are fighting this Biafra? I told someone on Twitter that Gideon did not win the war against the Syrian armies with the whole of Israelites, only 200 soldiers. So I am appealing to each and every one of us to prayer. Those who are into religion, in anything you believe, always be praying for our Prime Minister and also to his cabinet. Last year, I traveled to Maryland to play music. One of Biafra retired Air Force told me in a confidence, because he knew I was the guy who performed. He also asked me, do I used to follow Mazi Simoneba vividly? I say, yes, I am following him, but I don't come out. To pass this message to. After this, I will have to hold this. After Smile Amuzi has my contact. He can also call me so that I can send the voice note so that he can get to our PM. Another thing I want to talk about is Smile Amuzi made mention of the media. I think we're not doing much as long as the media is concerned, because all these Irats and those who fought against I must tell us, before our PM come on board, 90% of the Canadian IPOB members were saying freedom, freedom, freedom. Immediately, our Onyendu was renditioned. We traveled to Orawa for the first day, and we traveled for the second time, of which I spoke to the embassy. And what the British Parliament staff told me in a confidence, because that day I addressed them, that this issue of it. And ever since then, IPOB Canada, that 90% of rendition to Onyendu, the DOS were shopping a representative from Canada, somebody who will be airing on the TV, on the Radio Biafra. So I'm just telling those who are still having doubting mind of following PM. If you are here hearing my voice and you have not made up your mind to be following our PM, hear this testimony from me. So I don't know who is the guy who came to Canada. Who is that guy? That's a saxophonist. They got my contact. They contacted me that I should anchor in Radio Biafra from Canada. I said, okay, I will do it under one condition. They said, what is it? I said, if someone is going to give me a script to be talking on the air, I am not going to do that. And if I don't know, if the DOS will not tell us the whereabouts of Onyendu, I'm not going to be a part of it. And anybody that is sending me any message to air on the Radio Biafra must show me
Solo Chooks, unmute yourself. Can't hear you again. Solo Chooks, we can't hear you. We can't hear you. Unmute, unmute.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes, we can
Okay.
hear you.
Okay, let me just. I said the reason that made me to be following Mazi Simeon Ekpa is what the DOS told me to do, of which I declined. And declining is that they refused to show that when I make my two requests, number one, nobody will give me a script to go and air on the TV, on the radio, without me knowing the identity. Number two, I must know whoever that is sending me a message. Till today, and I told them I'm not willing to do that job. Since that day, I started following Mazi Simeon Ekpa. So to portray my point, please, I'm appealing to all of us. Let us attack anybody that's attacking at 3M on the X. Any kind of word we use, let us attack them. And I pray for long life and good health to each and every one of us. Although I wanted to come to Finland to perform, but I was told the door had closed. Anyway, thank you all.
Thank you, thank you. Ezekiah Andrew, over to you.
All right. Good evening, my information minister, in person of Aparawa. Good evening, deputy. You know, talk with my people. You know, the thing is this: the Zama attacking our prime minister. They have not seen him. Newspaper headlines are not selling anymore because every morning they would go pick things from the prime minister's Twitter page and then come out, put it on their front pages to sell their papers. Now everybody is mute. A doctorate degree in law, even as Abdul finally made him that same Saul, who was later renamed Paul. He also studied law and he studied it to a high capacity. It got to a time when Saul also, Saul was a Jew, just like our prime minister was once a Nigerian. Saul school point, it became an issue. After Paul studied, he came back to Israel. Then it was under the rulership of Rome. Rome was controlling the world, including Israel then. Just like prime minister was under Nigeria, moved out, studied. Paul came back and decided to uphold everything he had studied in the law. And in upholding this law, he started fighting his people. This part was what prime minister did not do. Now, at this point, should there be Christians? When he fought to this extent, one day he was going to Damascus to also go that way where Ekweremadu was attacked. He was fighting for Ekweremadu. Why? Because he was the president of Igbo Union under Nigerian government in Finland. He was talking for Nigeria. He was doing everything for Nigeria. At a point, he started warning Nigeria up to fight against you. And God divinely saw that and picked him up and said, see this word, you are the one I will use to fight for my people. Then he came up and now he is fighting. Paul started fighting until he got to a stage when people started asking him, who are you, Seth? Who are you? We know Paul, we know Peter, we know others who were following Jesus. You were not following Jesus. When you are divine, you don't have to beat, you can't, he said, if you can't beat them, you join them. But this one, he is the one to be joined. Paul went to the apostles. They discussed and they noticed the spirit that Paul was having, that this is the spirit of that is divinely orchestrated. It never failed. Paul happened to be the person that wrote the major books in the New Testament, packaged and packaged and packaged, just like our PM also. Now it comes to the Nzamas. The Nzama who feels that he is a problem. The Nzama who knows that what he's doing is here that I am arrested, burn down the zoo, destroy the zoo. That was his statement. He said, and I have just quoted, today, how many of the Zamas are burning down the zoo? They prefer to be walking underground. Then here is somebody who is burning down the zoo. Yet you are fighting him generally. There is one that has risen up these days to start writing Alex Tobb, who feels he needs to know why he will have to fight the PM from Finland. The security agency, the armies, and the police. Now, somebody has risen up to fight these people for everyone's general sake, and you came out to write against him, to fight him. What do you stand to benefit? What do you stand to gain? Just because they cannot do like the apostles who decided to see Paul and say, yes, he has the same spirit like we had. And if what he's doing is not of God, he will fail. Then you decide to become the tool to make him fail. But that will fail in any way. And I tell you the truth, the prime minister, like he said, I will be their end. And God will use me to bring liberation to my people. God will use me to bring freedom to my people. And he made it known that any day he chooses to go against this cause that Chukwu Abiyama has handed over to him, then let him die. And none of them has ever come out to make such kind of, intense to talk. They prefer to hide under Biafra, Radio Biafra, where nobody will see their face. You only hear somebody talking like an AI generated machine. PM is coming live and direct. He based in Finland. Who gave him cover? Who understood him? He studied law in their domain. He can come out internationally. Paul also was able to come out. Nobody that does not know Paul. Paul could face Agrippa. Paul could face the rulers of Rome because he was not afraid. Is crying. Everybody is crying. But what pains me the most is when you see some people with Igbo names, with Biafran names, with Calabar names. You see them come out to talk about one, the prime minister, two, the Biafrans, three, the Igbo people. I begin to wonder, who are you people? If your brain is washed as obedience, fine, remain there. I keep preaching about people call me Simon Ekpa, and I am proud of bearing the name Simon Ekpa. I say it might be that you will look for a way to go back to your land and transport will become something else. Try and see if you can come over to whatever you are doing, you can start developing it in Biafra land. We have been outside the country, we have been inside the country. I am from this same Biafra land, and I am happy to be a Biafran. I am happy to be a part of this movement. Tomorrow, by God's grace, we'll all be on space to also pay our wherever you are. Just like my brother just said, that he was called upon by these people. Today, I thank God and everybody. God bless you. God bless you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you. The floor is open for the next three speakers, as we call it a day. The next three speakers, Mouthpiece, you go first.
You try. I try.
Thank you so much. For them who are championing the information everywhere in Biafra government. Now, I wanted to speak to these solo troops that spoke before the speaker, the former speaker before I picked up I was told to speak, because he mentioned that the information minister, department is not doing enough. 150% on space every time the information department is out, giving out information, spreading the awareness, doing the needful. But this is my first time I've ever seen him on space, and he is here to come and say that the Biafra angels we have on air, because we have the Biafra angels on land who are the BLA, who are doing the needful on land, and those it out from the DOS camp and trying to drum up his accolade. We've passed that that stage. All right. So what I'm trying to say in essence is this: anyone who will come out to talk about the information department, the information and communication is in the hands of the information department, because every day 247 the information department are either in YouTube or in Facebook or on space, speaking, spreading the good news of Biafra government. And for anyone to come and say that they're, in fact, anyway, I don't want to go too far about on what that guy said, but I wish he's here so I can address him. Hosted the space in the morning. We all to give you the topic, and he gave them topic this week, because most of them, where is he? Has he been captured? Has he been arrested? Has he? No. The prime minister, you see him, he's young, but all the government, a lot of international trying to persuade him either to stop, to continue with Nigeria, or to. It's only remaining a few days and Biafra will be redeclared and will be signed into law. So all we will be waiting is how everything went, if everything went well. That is the only thing that is remaining. Is how did we cross all the T's? Did we for information and communication for Biafra government? And I greet you again, the Deputy Information and Communication Minister. Thank you guys for all you do. May Chukwu Okike Abiama keep guiding you and keep supporting our Prime Minister. Thank you so much. I yield.
Thank you, Marquis. We come to Tigana Tony Khan. Tigana Tony Khan.
But eventually, maybe one thing or other I wasn't able to link up. I think I'm very, very grateful. I'm very, very happy and very, very, very much privileged to be among you angels this evening. Thank you. I thank each and every one of you. A quick one. I think I'll have to be fast about it. What I'm coming here to say here is a kind of situation reports. I'm here in Nigeria, and I think I have to say it very clear that the message is very much penetrating very much. It's penetrating very much. If you go to any space in the Twitter or in the TikTok or wherever, you see them fighting them. Even I think this very evening where I was today with some Yoruba and some Benin people and other people, they are busy waiting for time. Why not wait time? Because we know, we are wise people. We are wise people. We are wise people. Those according to the Bible, they say the three wise men. They say they came from the east. Yes, we are wise people. Why am I saying this? Why I'm saying this is some people were like, where is prime minister? Can I call this and that and everything? Some other people that have little strengths, some of them are saying, that's bullshit. Arrested. The country is residing. I think me personally, I have a very strong and I think I have 100% confidence that he is in a very strong hand and in a very strong country that obeys and understand what freedom is all about and all that. And as a smart man, a prime minister is, he said he want to keep them busy. And maybe he knew quite well that he will not, because I'm not there with him. But for my own sense, I think I believe and I trust he gave them. They are very much busy with the assignment he just gave them for the few times he has not come on air. I think that's I know is what we are doing is yielding serious and continuous fruits. And with that, I think I have to congratulate each and every one of us from the executive members of this very movement. This I call it a clarion call, and I thank everybody that key into this very clarion call. I say, may Chukwu Okeabiyama continue to strengthen and guide and protect us, keep us to bless us in Jesus' mighty name. I yield my mic. Thank you very much.
Thank you. And last but not the least person today, please, if you have not spoken, we will be live again tomorrow, so you will gladly join us. Comic Hipman, are you there?
Yeah, good evening, my information minister.
Over to you.
To be part of this meeting this night. I've been hunting this opportunity even to speak to our prime. Stop fighting. That's number 1 point. Some people were saying Simon Ekpa, he do this. When I come online, see people mocking Simon Ekpa, sometimes I feel like crying because it hurt me. Most of them that say different kind of things, blackmail him. I was going through their profile to see if there is any other thing they are fighting, or if there is any effort they are making to make sure that the world notice what doesn't talk about anybody apart from Simon Eba. Here in Igbo or Anes in Igbo, everybody, nobody talk about anybody apart from Simon Eba. So it keep bothering me why if I come online, I see people blackmailing him, I feel so pain. But one thing I understand that until we are free, nobody, even me myself, I will not stop fighting until everybody is free. That is number one something. So another thing I want to say is somebody said it here. Anybody that mock our prime minister, we have to even fight that particular is because they don't know what people see in the whole land here. That's why they are doing all the things they are doing. Some people say that Simon Ekpa, why is it in as a country, Finland commanding here? Most of it, I continue asking them, what of our president, our governor, barristers, chief of staff, their children are not here. Yet most of them are not here. All of them based in outside country. If all of them will come and work, everybody come, because Nigeria is not law abiding. It's fighting for this thing every time. Because anytime I open my Twitter, I will just go direct to our PM to hear what the instruction is all about, what he say. So I just want to brief.
Come, be like say NEPA don't take light. So. Coming, don't worry, NEPA don't take light, but we have gotten your submission. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, a very good evening to all Biafrans and lovers of freedom and the enemies of Biafra and every round of the government for us to be able to offset many, many things that we have at hand. The Defense Department is there, the Finance Department is there, the diplomatic and the political, we are on working on it. This convention is a very big one. The ID card yourself the favor of being in Finland, and God will see you through. I thank you all, and do not relent in what you're doing because 2nd December is here, and we have greater attacks ahead of them, ahead of the enemies that dwell in propaganda and media blackmail. We've given them another topic for the week and let it trend until they hear from our Prime Minister. Our Prime Minister is health and hearty. He is on a national assignment. You don't need. So no Biafran should start having IBP. No Biafran should start having stomach pain or ache. Start having a stomach pain. He is okay. It's not everywhere that he entered to do prayer that he has to carry phone. You know, say this phone, not technology. Some of the infrared and the blue rays that goes out from some of the electronic components, it doesn't match up with the ancestral spirit when you are doing. So our PM is fine and good. So don't go and fall sick. Don't go and start crying. Don't cry anything. Nobody die. They don't kidnap anybody. Our convention is here. Everything is working in preparation of our convention so that we can have a serene environment for the convention and have everything in order. I salute all of you. Let the fire continue to burn in the media. Let's keep the enemies of Biafra busy and let them sleep and wake up and see Biafra restored. See you all tomorrow. Thank you from my end. Dewo Omo Chineke. Airborne to the Biafran Defense.